All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the interview. Hope everyone's someone in chat. Let me know that you can hear me. Um, so I found out kind of on the fly that I can't use my my camera for both the meeting I'm in plus OBS. I can only use one at a time. So we're gonna switch over to a screen where we're gonna meet Ray and Hugo from Lork Games. So bear with me, everybody. We're gonna check out and talk about Echoes of Elysium. So I'm gonna switch over here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll dive right in. All right, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. We've got Hugo and Ray from Lork Games here. Good to see you guys. How you guys doing?
Likewise,
Great.
likewise.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. It's awesome to be here. Had the pleasure of checking out Echoes of Elysium a little early. Now with the launch just yesterday, I guess starting off first, how's it feel to have the early access launch ahead of you guys? It's a huge milestone.
Yeah, from my perspective, I'm really excited to get this out there.
Yeah.
Making a game is so difficult. There's so many of these, moving pieces. I think about how the earliest concept that we had for what eventually became Echoes and how it's evolved into what ultimately, we ended up releasing and what will be the version 1.0. We've been working so hard on this and to finally get it out there and to start getting feedback, I think is really good for us. So I'm just kind of relieved, but at the same time, I feel like now the work really begins. So it's kind of like this interesting balance for sure.
That's awesome. Awesome. And I see
Sorry, I'm late.
we've got Brian here, CEO of Lork Games. Welcome. Chat, we did have a little bit of a mix up with the time zones. I was telling the group here that I live in a bit of an obscure place in the world with our own time zone, which throws people for a loop on occasion. So thanks, Brian. I'm glad you found us.
Yeah, so they said 7, and I was like, well, I can't think of anything that would be the other direction, so it's got to be 7 Eastern. And then
Exactly right.
my wife was like, all right, well, dinner's served. If you want to eat with us tonight, I'm going to kill you. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, well, I'm coming in. So sorry about that. Although, to be fair, if I had to choose death by my wife or showing up at this show, I think I'm gonna choose dinner.
I completely understand. Completely understand. So Brian, I was just asking Ray and Hugo here how it feels to kind of get past the milestone of having your game release early access yesterday. How's it feel?
Man, fortunately, we've, through Ray and Hugo and myself have been through this before with other games, but this one is definitely different, right? Because this is our baby.
Mm-hmm.
Been working on it for a while. Feels great to have it out there. The community that we have is just super supportive and is awesome. And I think has been helping us through the process of finding the challenges we're overcoming, helping us build something amazing, which has always been the goal. And being in early access is a funny thing. I'm sure you guys already covered it a little bit, but it's a challenging thing to sort of set the boundaries of what early access means. And so it's great to be out there. It's great to be getting feedback from our players, but the journey's just beginning.
Yeah, I think
absolutely.
it's been really unique as well. Like my background primarily comes from live service, so it's not like a case of you work and work and work and work and then you put it live. It's always just permanently live. So getting to this point was just like, whoa. And then now that we're live, it starts to feel a little bit more familiar because now you're engaging with people and you're simultaneously working on stuff and trying to figure out what to prioritize, and that core community starting to form. And it's been really hectic, but equally rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess what we should do too is some of my audience will be familiar with Echoes of Elysium, some maybe not so much. So maybe in a few words, a couple sentences, maybe I'll throw this over to you first, Brian. How would you describe Echoes of Elysium for someone who hasn't seen your game yet? What would you describe it as?
Echoes of Elysium is a airship survival RPG. Really sort of takes its inspiration from Valheim and Raft. And we're really trying to crack the nut of what it's like to actually be an airship RPG survival game. We've seen a lot of airship games. We always felt like they weren't quite enough in the air and the airship wasn't quite at the center. And so for us, we're really trying to crack that particular challenge. And so far, we're having a pretty good time doing it.
Awesome. Yeah. Right, Hugo. Is there any other inspiration that you find that you took from other games or other games that you feel that Echoes of Elysium is similar to, or at least takes inspiration from?
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, for me, like I always kind of immediately I joined later on, obviously
Okay.
than the
Yeah.
co-founders. That makes sense. But I kind of immediately saw some parallels to games that I really loved. Both as a kid, but then also like later on in life. And one of those later on titles I saw
Mhm.
a lot of familiarity with was Raft.
Yeah.
But it kind of felt like, Raft, but in the sky. And then there was tons more action as well, like from my perspective. And combat is one of those things that is going to have a huge increased focus on as we go into early access. But kind of like the sweetheart moment for me was when I kind of started feeling like I finally got to, build and fly these airships that were almost nostalgic for me in a sense, because I
Mhm.
grew up playing a lot of these older Final Fantasy titles, and there was always airships, like no matter what. Like there's always these airships in Final Fantasy 9, the earlier ones. And probably the most memorable one being from Final Fantasy 9. So the minute that connection happened in my head, it was like finally, like this is what I've always wanted as a kid.
Yeah.
So it's still to this day. I mean to this day it just launched, but for us we've been playing it for a while. But
Yeah.
it's growing more and more into like this culmination of things that you knew as a kid, things that you experience in the survival genre today, and then our own kind of twist to put the airship at the
Mhm.
center stage of it.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Final Fantasy. I grew up as an Xbox kid, so I always played. There was always those Xbox and Final Fantasy was on PlayStation and things like that. I never really got into that genre. But the other one you mentioned, Raft, and Brian mentioned Raft too. Just to me, that was the first game that came to mind. I mean, if you played Raft, you build these huge, they're ships on water. A huge difference than Echoes of Elysium, but like the sheer size you could build, and the sheer size you can build in Echoes of Elysium as well. That, and even just like the what do you call it? Not the grappling hook, but the you kind of grab loot with your turret type
Harpoon.
thing.
Yeah.
Harpoon, that's right. Just reminds me a lot of Rafts. So I could certainly see the inspiration there. And Rafts is a game I love, so here we are.
It's funny. I played rap with my kids a lot actually.
Yeah.
And of course we played in the studio, but there's always this question to me. There was two things actually. One, I lost my raft like within the first 30 seconds of playing the game, maybe first like 20 minutes actually, because I
think I
just
got
got
you
off,
that,
went to an island, didn't think
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
and then the raft sort of floated away, and I was standing there and I was like, all right, and I just started over again. But then, but also playing with my kids, and one of the things that kind of came up all the time that sort of inspired some of the work we're doing, because it was such a great game, was, well, but my kids want their own raft. That like they want to build something with me, but then at some point they're like kids do, they're like, I want to go do my own raft, and raft doesn't really allow for that, and that really was a big part of what we were trying to get at with this experience, was not only building a ship with your friends, but eventually building multiple ships, and everyone having their own, they can call their own, or you can build a fleet of them or whatever it is. And the things that we want to be able to do with that, everything from being able to tow airships around, because all of our airships are physics entities, so we're actually going to be introducing that capability. All the fun you can have. I think Ilya, our art director, brought up sort of a Bed Wars mod with airships. Everybody gets their own airship and 4-person teams and that kind of stuff, and just go into town. There's just so much you can do once you provide that level of freedom, and so it's something we definitely targeted.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So that one question I really wanted to ask was, and someone who doesn't come from a game development background at all, but it's I always say to myself, maybe one day, I'll try and get into that, just because I love video games so much. And I just want to kind of ask, what is something that was really difficult from from the developer side of things that you really wanted to implement in Echoes of Elysium? It was very difficult to do, but you ultimately got there. Is there anything that you're really proud of that you put in the game that might have been very difficult to achieve?
Ray, you want to take that one?
Yeah. It's really interesting because I feel like if you look at the journey of our studio, once we knew the concept of Echoes of Elysium and what we wanted to build, you could almost approach it in stages. And we accomplished a lot within each of those stages. And the very first thing was the procedural generation of floating islands. And we were trying a lot of different things here and there. And a proposal kind of from someone on our team said, "Hey, what if we were to try this?" And the engineering team pretty much put their heads down, and within a week or two, they had a very rough prototype. Like, this is it. This is essentially the technology and the tool that'll really kind of take this off from there. So once we had that, being able to focus on some of the core systems from a survival aspect, it allowed the opportunity for us to work in parallel of one another. And from the game development perspective, it's how do you get all these moving pieces going in the same direction and ultimately coming together. And the second one for me, Brian, I'm sorry if I'm going to steal your thunder here a bit, because I want to say it was 2 years ago. We knew we wanted to introduce airships for the players, blueprints that they would find, but they were essentially predefined shapes and kind of purposes to what they provide to the player within the game. And that was fine. We were putting in the systems for flight and on from there. And then the studio went on the Christmas holiday break, and we came back, and our art director and Brian essentially proposed an idea. Like, well, what if you were to build your own airships? We like Valheim, and you could build your own kind of bases on from there, but what about airships? And I'm freaking out because it's like, well, this is a whole new idea. I love it. How are we going to pull this off? And then Ilya, with someone on the art team, said, give us 1 week. And within 1 week, they had a functional prototype. And I was like, that's it. That's Echoes of Elysium. So to have all these pieces, and those for me were two really important kind of milestones for our studio and for the game, that really all of a sudden we were just really inspired. It's like, wow, if we've got this, what if we do this? And what do we do that, with from there? But for me, those are the two big milestones in the development. They were difficult, but once we had them, it's like, this is our game. So
that's awesome. Awesome.
Man.
Really, really cool to hear it all come together.
Yeah.
Trying to think, I think there's so much. I mean, there's so much. Like the last 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, because really the game's only been developed. The game itself has been probably 2.5 years to get to where we are. And there's a lot of core tech, right, that goes into getting the base systems in place. But as I think about it, I think one of the things that's so challenging to tackle is just the vehicle aspect. Vehicle games are really hard for lots of reasons. There's the physics of it. There's the complication of just some of the more simple things, like how do you make sure that you're on the same ship that I'm on, and like all those sort of things that go with it to figure out exactly which ship I'm a part of, and am I close enough to one? Am I actually on ground? Like all the different things that go with it. And then when that happens, how do we make sure that all of us move smoothly, because we're a server-side authoritative game? I think one of the interesting things about game development is sometimes the things that sort of fly under the radar are some of the hardest. Doors in games
are difficult.
Really hard. Are really you will note we don't have any doors. Really hard. Determining whether or not somebody is touching ground is actually pretty challenging because there's a ton of edge cases that go with that, and vehicles come with their own sort of set of edge cases when you start to move around large objects and keep people in sync, and when the server's got to be the authoritative source of where the ship is, because you can't have two clients with two different ideas of where the ship is, so the server has to maintain that, and then the physics have to live on the server too, and so it starts to get really pretty crazy. But when you're just flying around the ship, just that was really hard to get right and to feel good.
And your vehicle or your ship it evolves and grows over time too as you add to it. So it's a whole other layer of, it's not just like a car, that's this fixed size and it moves around a map. It's a ship that's growing as you add to it, and it almost seemingly as large as you want it.
And then your buddy builds one right beside you and starts like flying into you, and
it's funny,
you gotta figure out what to do there. And
determining what it means to be an airship, not to be academic, but like if you're standing there, one of the things we had to wrestle with, and we still wrestle with, actually one of the reasons we start you with skiff in the game, is like, what if you have this like infinite world of space to start building things on? Can I just put a floor in the middle of space
Mhm.
on some arbitrary grid, and is that the beginning of the ship? And if I put a floor 3 over, is that the same ship? Like it
Right.
starts to get really challenging to navigate that kind of stuff. And so some of the things that were just really hard to tackle early on, that we still struggle with,
Mhm.
right? That we're still trying to understand, are definitely wrapped up in that.
Yeah, it's really interesting hearing that as, again, someone who's got no game dev experience, just as a gamer, someone who enjoys games. I mean, hearing you explain these kind of these hurdles you have to overcome, it makes so much sense when you explain it. But when you're playing a game, you wouldn't even think of that, you know? Oh, of course I'm on ground. Obviously, I know I'm on the ground. Like, oh, I can see it. It's right there. But there's so much to it. It's really interesting. So obviously, there was a very difficult. You had to make a really difficult decision in December to delay the launch of the game at a really almost a day or two before the original launch date. So I want to talk a little bit about that and kind of gauge, how do you feel about that decision? Are you happy with that decision that you made, and what kind of things did you focus on in the last month, 6 weeks to get Echoes of Elysium ready for the launch day yesterday?
Sure, I'll open up with that one because I'm very near and dear to this too, a decision.
Yeah.
First off, I want to thank you actually, and a lot of the influencers you worked with. You gave us some really good feedback. I mean, game development is a mixture of art and business.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're building art in a closet and you go to show someone your baby and they go, your baby's ugly, it's hard sometimes
That
to
must
take
hurt.
that.
Yes, it must
But
hurt.
on
Yeah.
the same time, you want that level of feedback because
Mhm.
it's helpful and you start to look through it. And so
Mhm.
as we were getting ready to launch, so people were just running into problems, crashing issues, that kind of stuff. Now, there's a whole interesting story behind that. That maybe could be for a whole other podcast around the fact that we upgraded from Unity, a 5-year-old version of Unity, to a modern version of Unity over the course of a weekend over the last month, because we determined that Unity was what was crashing. But we'll put that aside for now. I think the challenge is exactly that, because it is a business decision as much as it's an art decision. We want to deliver the absolute best value to our players that we can. And so oftentimes people say, well, I'm glad you gave it some more time. And we are too, because it was exactly the right decision. But to get to the elephant in the room, right? We launched our game in early access, and some of the early reviews, because of some of the things like key map and stuff, didn't do as well as we'd like it to.
Mhm.
Now, the challenge is, of course, people say, well, you should have let it bake a little longer. There's 15 people in the studio whose salaries we had to pay.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
And so at some point it becomes a realistic decision of like, yeah, we could do that, I suppose. But also the only way you're going to make something better is if you get it out there into the world and start letting people play it and get their
Mhm.
feedback.
Yeah.
And really, adding key mapping, we can do that. But do people like the core concept? Like, those are the things is your baby dad? Like, is it a baby at all? And so those are the things I think that you really got to look at early access with. Is this developers out there saying, we built this thing and we think it's ready for you guys to take a look. We know that it's warts and got problems, and we know that, but we want you to help. We can fix that. What we don't know that we can fix is, did we come up with the right core concept? Is it fun? Do you see where it's going? And those are the questions we have to ask, but you have to balance those against, is it stable? And when we made that decision about a month and a half ago, it just wasn't stable, and we had to push. But we got it stable. We got to a place where the crashing had basically gone to very little. We got to a place where we felt really comfortable. But no, there were still going to be some bugs, and we knew that. But that wasn't what it was about. It was about building a community, getting their feedback, and building a game with them. And I think so many games in the industry, people forget, are not overnight successes. They are games that grind it out with their community and build something amazing. Those are the games that really last. And so that's what we're here to do. And so there's no negative review on this planet that's going to keep us from doing what we need to do with our community. But I think in the end, we'll keep working with them. We'll keep finding good things about our game. And before you know it, it'll be the next No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that was the first thought that came to my mind too, is games that they had their struggles and they launched, but look at me now. Look at that game. It's one of the best games around. Very popular game, and it came a long way.
I mean, I think it's pretty easy to sit there and you've just worked on something for years and you put a lot of love and emotion and all that stuff into it, and you delay it, you get it stable, and then you have like 6 people give you negative reviews who
Mhm,
played 20
mhm.
minutes and they're like, this doesn't
Yeah.
have key rebinds or mouse sensitivity. And like you can get upset or you can realize that you're in the position to actually go, oh my God, yeah, like we maybe underestimated how
Mhm.
important that was because now, oh yeah, someone who's left-handed does need rebinds and they want to play a game, they can't. So rather than getting mad, you're in a position to do something and build over time. And hopefully those people when will like come back and give reviews once they're able to like satisfy their like their gripes. But even ones that you assume are like kind of like throwaway comments stuff, there's always going to be value and feedback, whether it's angry or not, usually has something you can take away and work with.
Yeah.
I think the bigger thing that's been an issue, and it's probably maybe more industry wide, is early access has just gotten so confusing from a gamer perspective because
Mhm.
every developer treats it so differently. Some people
Mhm.
treat it as like, hey, my game is done. Here's a 2 week like advanced peak for like $10. And then
Mhm.
there's games like Rust that truly, were like a minimal lovable product,
Mhm.
and then grew exponentially over time with a community. And that's really like what we're trying to do as Lorik is treat this as a true early access. And the reality is it's just not going to be for everybody to go into a game early on and help the devs with like the direction that you're passionate about.
Mhm.
And that's okay. Like we want those players too, but like maybe show up in like 3 months or something,
Right.
a little bit later.
Yeah, yeah, that's a very good point you're making there. I think early access probably isn't for everyone because there are going to be bumps in the road in any early, and I don't think there's ever been an early access game that didn't have those bumps.
Yeah.
And that's if you're a person who wants their polish and that's really important for you, then early access games might just not be for you, and that's okay too.
Yep.
But then there's also the people who they might see this interview and see you guys and see a chill group that are passionate about their game and want to be part of that journey with you, right? And be part and have their own influence on what ultimately the
Yeah.
game becomes, right? As you kind of build it with them, with your most passionate community members. So that's early access for you. Yeah.
It's definitely what it's supposed to be for. I mean, I think it's funny just
Mhm.
today. It's funny you talk about the key remapping. There was somebody who was asking about remapping keys, and we were talking about it, and it occurred to me that they want to use their hotbar, but they're in I don't remember where they were located, but from a language perspective, they almost remap 1 to 9 because of
Mm.
the keyboard layout that they
Oh
use.
yeah.
And I was just like, I didn't even consider it. Like this is not even something that's even, and that's why it's got to go out of the world, right? Because the 15 of us can sit in a room all day and be super excited about this really awesome airship thing we're building, but until we get out
Yeah.
there and get diverse thought, I think it's not, we're not going to get it anywhere. It's just going to continue to be this
Mhm.
like precious thing that we polish. And I think one of the things I've heard that really is applicable to this conversation is we really want a lot of diverse thought when it
Mhm.
comes to people coming in and being a part of what we're building. Where it goes astray is two areas. One, if there's a misalignment of expectations, and that's actually something
Mhm.
as developers we need to do better at, because we set expectations sometimes that we don't intend for them to not be real, but sometimes it's challenging with marketing. And then I think
Mhm.
also you have diverse thought. It's hard to have diverse values and like
Mhm.
in an especially early area. And so like if someone comes in and to your point, their value is I want a high polished end product and they're buying early access, there's sort of a misalignment there.
Right. Yeah.
And we try, I think as developers, we need to get better at it, at getting out there and really putting in people's faces to be like, hey, this may not be the right time you want to buy this product. Like just give
Mhm.
us a few months till we get better. So
Mhm.
we developed the GOAT index report card, which we will maintain, that shows sort of where the systems are as they progress from our very scientific GOAT calculus. That sort of is supposed to be a little bit of a belt, sort of a way for people to measure the progress we're making in some of the core subsystems you would expect in any one of these games.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who's checking out Echoes of Elysium for the first time, is there any kind of first player experience advice that you'd have? I mean, if there's anyone who's a veteran of Echoes of Elysium, a couple days after release, it'd be the folks on this call. So is there any advice you would give to new players to maybe give them a hand in their first experience?
Yeah, I'll kick this one off. I'm going to steal a comment that our lead world designer D had posted within Discord, and that's be curious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the things that we love about survival games. It's, you're thrown into this world, and it's really up to you to figure out, okay, why am I here? What is my motivation, and how do I get to this thing, whatever it might be. And we've got different things that within the game that serve as almost kind of anchor points as part of your progression. So the reason I wanted to throw out be curious is don't be afraid to try something. It was really interesting when we first introduced the glider mechanic within our game, and we tested this out. It was to solve for the fact that players didn't know what to do. And once we introduced the glider, that sense of discoverability is like, oh, wow, I didn't know I have this. There's so much I can do with this now. So we started to add on to that. And that's really based on how players were reacting in the sense of like, just be curious, try things out and see what you discover from there. And it's one of the things that we really wanted to lean into as it relates to the overall design and kind of like the philosophy that we had when it comes to airship construction. At the same time, it's be curious. What do the additions of these pieces and these stations and possibly turrets do for me as a player to solve for different problems, whether it's encountering an enemy airship, try different configurations. If it's trying to reach, go through a minefield, try different configurations. It's one of the things that I think is really exciting. So I'll say, be curious.
Interesting. I like that answer a lot. Yeah. I read some of the reviews, and some people were saying, there's no tutorial and stuff like that. And I'm kind of in the camp where I like that. I don't want my hand held. I want to kind of, like it's pretty intuitive, right? You pick up your resource, you unlock your new recipe. Like that's kind of a very common loop that I think is pretty intuitive. So I kind of like just kind of being dropped into a world and being left to your own devices, which I think I'm aligned with Ray with, just be curious, But again, like, different strokes for different folks. Everyone's different. So
exactly.
I think it's hard. A lot of modern game design is become really like go here, then here. And it's almost become like a task list where you need to untrain your brain to like think of like, I have to do all these jobs in this sequence to there's an entire world and I'm on a boat and I can go discover anything. Right. And once you kind of make the mind switch from like, I have to do X, Y, Z to what can I find? And it's like, goes back to being curious. It's like, yeah, it's an adventure game. There's an entire world out there. There's secrets within there that no one's found yet. So there's a lot to discover. And once you stop looking at the game like a job of like X, Y, Z, and I have to do this, then this, and where's my waypoint? You start seeing a world of opportunities and like ways you can play the game that maybe we didn't even intend you to play. Like I would really love to see role-playing servers pop up. Like I think that would be hilarious to watch. Yeah, cool. I saw a lot of like Sea of Thieves and like
true
GTA, a lot of role-playing servers there, and I think we can get there, especially if we had PvP one day, it'd be even funnier. But yeah, like there's a lot of different ways to play this game. So try to like turn your like TikTok brain off a little bit of like wanting everything immediately, and you might find something different than you've experienced before.
I think that's right. It's like being on the journey. Being on the journey is the fun part, right? I think we forget that a lot in games. Like it's the journey. It's not the end. Although I will say the end of Stray made my son cry, which was pretty like sad and amazing, and was a game design moment where I was like, oh, they really built something incredible here. But I think being on the journey is super important and enjoying that. Now, what I will say is that we spend a lot of time talking about that exact topic, which is like, okay, we don't want to put a fatui in front of you because that sort of takes away from the discoverability, being curious.
Yeah.
But if we're not, if people are getting lost, it means as developers, we aren't using all the tools at our disposal that we should be using to guide you, whether that be environments. In survival games, a lot of recipe unlocking and making sure that people see the notification, like just this, like making sure people see notifications of what they unlocked is hard enough as it stands. And I think the other part that I'll throw out there is with this particular type of game is that we actually almost like literally hours before we launched the game, we had a compass icon on the map that would tell you where to go.
Oh,
And
really?
it was like right as you got right at the beginning of the game, and there's a compass icon like, go here. And we were playing the game over and over and over again. And like I don't know, maybe an hour before we launched, we were all like, no. No. It's because it led the wrong. Everyone just went there,
Right.
and they were like, "Well, I got here," and I'm like, "But you missed the journey of getting there," and so we removed it like an hour before launch, and we were like, "We'll see how this goes." And everyone in the studio thought it was better, and I think actually it was absolutely the right move because ideally we want people out exploring the world and discovering things and being curious and being surprised and learning how to do things on their own. Like that's the fun of the journey. So we hope that people who like that kind of stuff are on it.
Yeah. If you're going into, you know, a survival crafting open world, procedurally generated world. That's hard to say for me apparently. Yeah, you want a compass telling you exactly where to go. You want to explore. At least that's what I would think. So if that's not for you, then you know you might be in the wrong game. But yeah, it's definitely a game for me. Absolutely. So obviously the early access launch is out now. You know, what's next? What's your kind of initial priority post launch? And then where's the development go from here? I think there's a roadmap, right? There's a roadmap that you guys have. Is that right?
Yeah, roadmap and a whole video with Ray.
Oh, awesome! There you go.
If you want more Ray, that's where you get it.
Yeah.
I'll take just real quick. I think an opening, and I'll pass the long roadmap to Ray here. In the immediate, right, we're stabilizing some things, fixing some balance, adding in key mapping, which we used to think was a very big deal, but it is a big deal. You know, sort of a number of those base level features people come to expect. And then enemy combat is in AI. It wasn't a big thing for us because we were so focused on the airships. Now that we feel like that's in a really good place, we're going to turn around and focus on that. And then, and that's sort of the next like month or so. But then Ray can talk a little bit about where this next year takes us.
Very cool.
Yeah. You know, as Brian had indicated, you know, earmarking the first handful of weeks after launch really is to focus on, you know, the stability, you know, bug fixes, and really just iterating on the feedback that we're getting from our players. But, you know, the way that we're looking at it is, you know, kind of monthly cadences for minor content drops. And then we've got our major ones, which are the spring, summer expansion, and, you know, kind of beyond that as well. So ultimately, you know, what I like to think of, what players currently have access to right now is chapter 1 of 4. So for the spring update, you know, we'll introduce new enemies. We'll introduce new opportunities for, you know, players to discover, you know, new tiers of airship pieces and weapons. And then beyond that, it'll be new character archetypes and new biomes, which will introduce kind of new airborne threats and kind of that sense of being curious and that discoverability we were talking about. You know, introducing things like caves that are large enough for your airships to go into. And those caves are essentially become dungeons. So what I'm excited about that, especially from a player perspective, you know, we were talking about earlier the opportunity to define and customize your airship to solve for certain problems. With these caves of different sizes, you might discover my airship is too big. I have to have a second airship that can be much smaller to fit through these spaces. So we're going to really lean into a lot of that. We're going to introduce in the spring expansion storms and wind. This is something we've been wanting to do for quite some time, actually. And with the introduction of the procedurally generated, you know, 3D clouds, it's just a natural fit. They look so cool, and it's really cool being able to fly through them, not being able to see much of anything, and emerging from them and essentially discovering new islands. Now we want to add a bit more threat in there. What happens if you enter a cloud and it's a storm? You know, pushing your airship around, possibly even damaging your airship based on some of the lightning that's occurring throughout there. So that's going to be an exciting opportunity for us. So, you know, essentially it's going to be major beats around spring expansion, summer expansion, new biomes, new boss. We're going to expand on some of the narrative as well. You know, I love storytelling. It's one of the things that really excited me about the opportunity to work with Brian, Rob, and Colin to start Lower Games. So I think we're all passionate about storytelling in video games, and to be able to expand the narrative and the lore, I think it's going to be a really, really good one for us because we've just scratched the surface of what it is, and to expand it with new biomes, these new characters, new archetypes, just be able to grow Echoes of Elysium even more. Something I'm really, really excited about.
Very, very cool. Do you have
Yeah.
this is probably too soon for this question, but do you have a high level target for when 1.0 might be?
I mean, it's funny, right? Our publisher asked us that question. And I just sort of looked at them and I was like, I don't know,
no
Satisfactory
idea.
just got to 1.0.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 5 years later. I think it is the beauty of a live service game. Like 1.0 is like a denotion of like, okay, we guess we made it, but I think is Valheim still in early access? No, they came out. They finally broke early
It's still early access.
Yeah, like it's like Gmail was in beta from like 2000 to now.
Yeah.
But I think what so I don't know when we're gonna get to 1.0. What I can say is, by the end of this year, we're gonna have an experience that, and I do want to talk about experience the players will have across multiple biomes. We really want to make sure that when players go into different biomes, it changes the experience of the ship and how that and what you're going to be doing on your ship, how you use your ship, the impact it has on the players. We want them to have a different experience. We don't want it to be more punching trees than the next biome. And so by the end of the year, we hope to have a really well fleshed out set of biomes that provide different experiences across the board that allow you to join your friends with. Maybe you might be able to bring your airship to their server. I don't know, but be able to have those experiences in a really solid and fun exploratory way, to be surprised. That's what we're going to deliver in the next year. 1.0, I don't know. The day,
totally fair.
We changed the game an hour before we launched. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just be like, hey, it happened. We're here.
Yeah.
1.0 done.
No, I definitely say you should take your time. Take your time with it. Let it cook, as they say. There's a million great games out there. Have been in early access for years. Your Valheim's still there. Satisfactory, like you mentioned, was there for a long time, and those are amazing games. So certainly take your time, as I know you will. And clearly, you're a passionate team. So I think it's a matter of time and the effort you put in, it'll all come together.
Yeah.
Been an amazing journey to be on with these gentlemen and all the rest of the people in the studio. They've just, everyone has put so much into what we're doing. And it's been so awesome to work with that team and to continue to work with that team. When your job is something you're passionate about, that comes with a whole new level of stress. Right. And you got to make sure you do it with people you respect and you love and you appreciate. And I think out of everything we've gotten from this experience, I can safely say the studio and the people we work with are just phenomenal and are waking up every day and putting everything they got into this game. So if you want to be a part of that community, a part of passionate people, we're it. Come join us. Come be a part of what we're doing.
Absolutely. That's great.
So we're also chronically online in our Discord. So if you want to join that, you can talk to us whenever.
You want to see a person who's like slowly going insane?
Yeah.
This beard is trimmed back about 4 feet from where it was.
It's true.
and that's what we talked about earlier, the beauty of early access. And if you're passionate about this game, you love playing this game, like, you can hop in your Discord and really have a real discourse with the people behind the game, like you guys. Yeah. And maybe you've got a really good idea and your idea can actually be implemented in the game if it's a good one.
It's true. We actually have a feedback board that's completely public for both bugs and like feature requests, and we can really clearly see like what gets upvoted as a feature request. Be like, okay, people really want to change all the ship names to Bodie McBoatface, so we got to do that. so yeah. It's a really great tool, and it's just getting people kind of like make sure they have visibility that they can have a real impact on the game, because it'll go from that board to our meetings to our community manager being like, hey, this is going in the game, and then obviously thanking all the people involved in like supporting that idea and everything. So we are doing this very publicly, and we are doing this really by community, and I think that's become like a really big talking point, but no one really like tangibly explains how it's done, and we have a really solid loop in place to do that effectively now.
Awesome. Hey, actually something went in and is going in right now. That was on the feedback board last night. Somebody said they wanted to be able to hold down the space bar when they were crashing. And everybody was like,
do like
"Oh,
that.
it's brilliant! Yeah, we should do that." And it's like it went in like an hour, and it's going to be in the next batch. So, 100%.
Could I tell you the number one thing I'd like to see? I think we talked about it a little bit.
Oh,
earlier today.
absolutely.
Lay it on us.
For me, it's definitely mouse sensitivity slider. Oh,
It's coming.
We got it.
In
We
fact,
got it.
I
It's
just
coming.
saw the Git commit like an hour ago,
okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
and it's in
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was like a dagger to my heart not having that.
Now, let me ask you a question
And that's
about
just
that,
me,
'cause
but
this is one thing I'm curious
everyone's
about.
different. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there's a lot of
Do you
reviews saying
want-
the same.
Mouse. So we have. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but there are turrets in our game, right?
Yep.
So, do you want different mouse sensitivity for the different
Yeah.
things you're doing, or do you care just about a general ability to control the mouse sensitivity?
That's a really good question. I would think preferably probably both. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because you get on that turret,
and-
it, depending on the turret size, it kind of changes how fast
Yeah.
it moves on purpose, right?
And now there's more complexity we're throwing on you. Yeah, I completely
that's
understand
right.
that.
That's what we're here for.
But I
We will
think both.
carry your weight. It's all good, man.
Yeah, yeah, definitely that. And that's something that like within 2 minutes of playing the game, I was like, "There's no mouse sensitivity slider." So yeah, I can see how that can
Yeah.
that can throw some people off. But I'm realizing in real time that Google Meet only allows us to meet for an hour before it kills the call. So we're actually coming up on that time. So I think we may have to end it there. But I do appreciate all of your time. It was a blast chatting with you guys for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes. It was a really good chat, and I know I really appreciate what all you guys are doing. And chat, if you're listening out there, make sure you check out Echoes of Elysium. It did yesterday. It just came out, right? Yesterday.
Yep.
I'm losing track of the days. It's in early access right now. You can find it on Steam. You can hit !Elysium for a link to it in the chat. And yeah, thank you guys again. I really do appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Take care and good luck, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
See you.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. What do you guys think? Sorry we didn't have time for questions, everyone. That was went longer than I anticipated, which I think is a great thing. Bear with me. We're gonna hop into some Valheim, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize we didn't get some questions in, but we did run out of time. Interviews are hard. You did great. Appreciate it, Sundance. It was hard. I was very nervous. I'll admit, but I think we did all right. Break in and over now. Sounds good. All right, so bear with me, everyone. I'm going to try and get my camera up and running here for a second. All right. Hey, we're back. We're back. All right. All right. Shall we play some Valheim? Something we're more comfortable with? Let's boot up Valheim, shall we? What's up, Marky? What's up, Nah? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Rusty? What's up, Sundance? Sundance, I saw that 1,000 bits, my friend. Thank you so much, my man. I can do voice with Mike. I saw Sundance with the offer for the voice acting. I thought that was really funny. It's because Sundance, you definitely have the voice acting voice, 100%. I'm in the chat, Snazzy. All right, sounds good. I'll join there in a moment, Kevin. Where the hell do you get the wooden knife? I can't find it anywhere. I refuse to look it up. Aren't you looking it up by asking me? Do you actually want me to tell you? Oh, you've actually been doing it for 25 years? Are you kidding me? That makes complete sense. I had no idea. I mean, you're perfect for it. Is there anything I would know that you voice acted for? And do you mind sharing? I'm really curious now. All right. Game. Oh, no game. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, game. All right, you guys hear the game volume? You hear me? Leisure Suit Larry? Our little secret. Just give me a biome. Meadows. Meadows. Oh wait, I don't see my face. Here we go. Holy. Should see if you do more of that with the different game devs. I would love to do that. 100%. 100%. I'd love to do that. I thought that was really fun. I was really stressed about it, both from like you know, asking the questions and keeping the conversation going, but also like technically, like making sure like audios work and stuff like that. But I think it actually went pretty okay, so I'm relieved. But it was definitely cool. But yeah, we're gonna dive into, if you've seen our Sunday streams, we're gonna be diving into our Forever World, a completionist playthrough, continuation of that. So we're gonna be picking that up where we left off there. I seem to be asking the right question. Appreciate it, Unwholesome. I tried. I even wrote down some questions in advance to try and prep a little bit. Every commercial on TV, but in games, the Halo and America's Army. Are you serious? Sundance, you're telling me you voice acted a Halo game? That's amazing. I think I'm a little bit starstruck right now. And I'm back, but machines are running and I can hardly hear the stream now. Oh. Awesome, Sergeant Major? Seriously. Gullet. That was probably my first. Wow. That's incredibly cool. How did you find voice acting? That is something else. Okay, we're gonna dive into the game here. And I'm going to join the Discord so Mr. KJ can hear me. Voice acting finds you. Yeah, probably, huh? So you notice I'm in my throne because this is where I shot my starting soon screen footage. Hold on, I got to. Oh, I got to make the game joinable. My bad. The Mighty Ginger Ale. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Canada Dry, baby. Maybe you know. Maybe we get that Canada Dry sponsor, you know? Considering we haven't got that bubbly sponsor yet. Okay. Canada Dry represent 100%, the best. Stage actor looking for money. Agent had me do a voiceover for a business school and then got a gig on radio. Oh, interesting. Snazzy Jones, a Canada Dry Humner. That is me. Well, this is very cool, Sundance. Like I said, I'm a little bit starstruck. Very cool job. I don't know anyone who is a voice actor. It's very cool. Kevin, if you can hear me, I'm going to put the join code in chat as well as the password. So you can join me. I almost forget the password already. I think this is it. Hopefully you can join. You do now. I do now. All right. So, if you guys were here on Sunday, you might remember we are in desperate need. We are in desperate need of chain. So we're going to continue looking for some chain today. I step out now. My work is just noise. Have a great day. Take care, Rusty. Completely understand. All right, Kevin is in here. So Kevin's going to do some organizing for us. Help us out on that front. And if he feels so inclined, we could probably use some help collecting some chain as well. So maybe at night, Kevin, what we'll do is we'll each like pick a swamp maybe, and we'll each go hunting for race in a different swamp. Something like that. Sorry, I'm just checking on a couple things. Okay. How much chain did you get last stream? Great question. So we have 19 at the moment. And I can't remember how much more we needed, but I think it was in the 80s, if I recall correctly, like 80 something. So we still have a ways to go. I need some bread. Do I have any salads left? I do. What else was I running stamina-wise? Was I running cloudberries, I guess? No, it's 60-ish, I think. You got 82 then. I got 15 before it ended. Okay, okay. That's more reasonable. We can probably pull that off. Oh yeah, I should put this back on. Alright. Carapace. What would I do without Kevin, you guys? Where do I not have somewhere for carapace? Oh, right here. Okay, so I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna go start mining and mining in a swamp, I suppose. Probably the right thing to do. Iron? Probably our best bet. And we'll do some mining until daybreak. Is iron not the one? Oh, wait. This iron is up here, right? Yes. Did we search this crypt? I don't remember. And you know what? I think the circlet, the Vagrant circlet, yeah, I think we searched this one already. We gotta move on. The Vagrant circlet is totally legit, man. I'm a big fan of it. When I'm running around in crypts all the time, I like it. It's nice being able to see in there when I normally can't. Gosh darn leeches. And now, is there chests in here? Why are there no chests in any of these areas we found? We're getting absolutely scammed. Oh wait, I need that stone. It's backwards. Alright, everyone think good chain thoughts. Are we gonna get big chain numbers in here? Message. Oh, thanks for the go live notification there, Marky. In the old Discord. Playing Valheim while watching Valheim is very weird. I think that the weirdest part about it is when you start hearing like my audio like out of like you could be in the meadows and suddenly you hear like a Draugr. It's pretty confusing, isn't it? Jump scares audio, 100%. Oh lord. Math for all the black metal shields, you need 168 iron, 668 chain, and we've made so we've made all of the regular shields, and we started the tower. So we're on the towers now. I just beat Fader in my friend's world, and he's suggesting what to do after. I do Fader. Well, I mean, you could do what I'm doing. So I'm doing like a full completionist playthrough. So I'm trying to like basically craft every weapon and armor and all the shields, fully upgrade them. So if you're looking for a lot of stuff to do, you can certainly do that. Have you fought all the Hilder bosses? If you haven't done that, you can certainly do that. Folks, gotta let the Times Up folks be back on Wednesday today. I know, right? We haven't been streaming on Wednesday very much. I'm hoping to get back to it. I really would like to get back to streaming every Wednesday again. I'd like to do, my first thought is I'd like to do a, give me a chain. Too much. I'm gonna put some away here. I'd like to do a run where I attempt to beat Valheim without dying. That's been something on my list for a while. That could be a candidate for Wednesdays. I'll let them know. Sounds good, Reed. I was in my second swamp. First swamp had 0 crypts. Found a room with a spawner and a bunch of elite jogger on my ass. Oh yeah. I mean, we just killed an elite just now, but we're way over level for the area. They normally hit like crazy. Have a K2G stream for me on Wednesdays? That'd actually be pretty cool. Someone stands in for me. Like to see his snazzy impression. That Black Rat Terrace will have 13 each? 13 each, really? I didn't realize there could be that many. Because on Sunday, people were definitely suggesting those towers. You still farming chains, T-Mac? We are, yeah. Unfortunately. But I've got K2, one of the channel moderators. He's in here to help out a little bit today. So he's going to help me get some, hopefully. Are we, like, fully explored this one already? I feel like we have. Wow. There wasn't much to this one. I'm going to need to break this so I can walk through here. Just found the trader. The belt increases carrying conformity. Oh, it is. It's super huge. The game it'd be very hard to play without the belt after a certain point. I mean, you can still play it. It'd just be more uncomfortable. Official community manager K2, you mean? we'll just keep calling him that until he accepts it. How about that? I'm gonna be able to walk up this. Let's go. Oh yeah, Frozen Biome, sick. 100% Joe. Or we haven't talked about that. Who in chat saw the new Deep North teaser from today? Did anyone in chat see it? There's no way it was just me, right? Is he completely full? Oh, look for chain! I think someone said that last stream, that there was some chain in here. Heck yeah. Let's bring all some stuff down and put the iron back. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah, Infernus saw it. Kind of weird. Yeah, I think if Gamer's still here, I think Gamer's suggestion makes the most sense. That he thinks, like, basically after you enter the Deep North or you, like, hit some kind of milestone, that, like, other biomes will start freezing over kind of thing. I think that might happen. I think that's a pretty good guess as to what that could have meant. I don't think it's going to be... But someone also suggested that they might just, like, increase, like, the transitions out of a biome. So, like, as you get closer to a mountain, there'll be more, like, frosted tundra leading up to it type thing. I thought that was also interesting. What I don't think they're going to do is, like, fully implement basically the seasonal mod. I don't think that's going to happen. But nonetheless, it was all very interesting to see. Let's go see if we can find... Oh, I guess we'll just go back up to iron, and we'll see if we can find some wraiths. No, not yet. They really have shown it in the past. Yeah, really cool plains and snow. 100%. Yeah, definitely cool, Samo. Herber having some weird dreams. Yeah, it's got to be more than dreams, right? I mean, there's no way it's just complete bait. That was just specifically for the Deep North. I mean, yeah, kind of. It kind of is. The other worldwide event are related to the new frost crafting thing. Yeah, it could be related to that too. Kind of cheap if they were recycled biomes, but snowy for Deep North, in my opinion. Yeah, that makes sense. What if it changes the resources you normally get from the biomes? That'd be super cool. That would, oh, that would like include so much more new content if you just had like seasonal different items and stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna turn off my light. One sec. Oh, all right, turn off the light so I can see a little bit better. I also really need a light for when I stream on my face so I don't look decrepit all the time. Anyone else agree? The light above me basically just makes me look like I have massive bags under my eyes every time I stream. Unless, oh, I heard one. Here it comes. Man, my wraith ears are perfect. We enter a sort of dream state from the deep north. Our character has some sort of revelation in the game. Its coordinates with the naked child dream when you sleep at night. Ah, could be. Flashlight on your phone. Seriously, just like mount it somewhere. Yeah, someone actually said that when I commented on one of my videos. They're like, "Dude, you really need a light, so your face looks better." I was like, I'm kind of offended, but I think you're right. A balaclava? I hear another one, or was that a leech? I only use balaclavas for when am I thinking of the right thing? A balaclava is like it's like basically like a cloth you wrap around your head, right? Like I think I wear those when I run outside in the winter. Some candles down, set the mood, little mood lighting. I like that idea. As long as they have a nice scent. Only one wraith so far, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta whack some trees, let them know we're here. Vanilla, cashmere. Good choices. Really nice choices. Balaclava was a ski mask. It's... Maybe it is. Maybe that's kind of what it is. I'm not sure what I'm picturing. Because that would make more sense. Like a ski mask would hide my baggy eyes. Oh. Where'd that guy come from? Didn't we just run by there? Sure to utter the ancient hymn and summon the Valheim elders to steal all of your chain. Man, I'd be so mad. I've worked hard for this chain. I'm 55, beg you guys 24/7. It's just the way it is, huh? Well, I might as well get used to it then. I'll be 55 one of these days. What was that notification? I don't know. I heard it, but I missed it. Oh, it was a sub on YouTube. Thanks, lady. Turning 55 happens faster than you think. It seems like yesterday I was in my early 20s. I don't like the sound of that, but I believe it's true. Life seems to drag on when you're in it, but then you look back and it seems like it just went by in a blink. Why do you need so many chains, Mantic? We need a lot of chains because this is a full completionist playthrough I'm doing, where I want to gather literally every single weapon and armor and fully upgrade them. And that includes all the shields, which includes the black metal shield, which has a bunch of style variants. So basically, I need to craft like 12 black metal shields, and each of them require a bunch of chain. So that's where I'm at. And I want to be killing abominations because I want the abomination trophy for bait and stuff. Because as part of the completionist criteria, we need to catch all the fish and all the different levels of fish as well, for good measure. 40's the new 30? I like the sound of that. 18 to 38 was fast. Yeah, I mean, How old am I? I'm 33 right now. So 38 is coming in hot. I'm basically mid 30s now. I mean, would you guys consider 33 mid 30s, or is that still early 30s? If you get this wrong, I might have to ban you. FYI. Is 55 the new 43? Might be. Kezi Cat. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome, Kezi Cat. Good to have you. Welcome to the stream. Age is a state of mind. I like that. I like that idea too. Totally agree. I constantly think when I'm like working at my day job, I think to myself constantly that I'm just like less mature than the people around me. I don't know what it's not like I'm doing like mature things, but like other people are so serious about the work that they're doing, and I'm not that serious about it at all. And maybe that's just telling me my interest in my day job more so than my maturity, but that's what I think. That's what I think about when I'm like, I'm clearly not that interested in it. Is skill max and primary completion criteria? So I think I'm gonna have to exclude that, because if I include that, this is gonna take forever, and it's not very much fun to watch someone grind skills. So I don't know about that. That's the one thing I might exclude from it, but it's definitely in consideration. You have full head of hair? That's important. I mean, are you really aging if you keep your hair? That's what I like to think. I still have a full head of hair. I'm very happy about it. You grew this YouTube channel like a mature dude. That's true. That's true. What is it? There's some kind of like... I think it's like literally like a Mr. Beast quote or something that's like, you're not lazy, you're just bored. And that's kind of how I feel at my day job. I'm just like not interested in it. And maybe it comes across as lazy. But this, YouTube, I love doing this. And I like putting like it's not really working when I'm doing this stuff. So it's a lot easier to put time into it and things like that. So maybe that's the reason I seem to be more mature in the building of a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I'm curious to see what the skills are by the end. Yeah, the thing is, I keep dying and losing all my skill progress. It's really killing me. Because my skills, they're not as high as you'd think. Oh, we have a situation. I didn't hear that guy sneak up. I'm a Linux system admin. Used to feel fun, but after 7 years, it feels old now. Yeah, it's hard to do one thing for your whole career. I was trying to show my skills, but my skills really aren't that high. 68, 65 are my highest, and that's really far from 100. And the rest, like, aren't not even another skills at 50 yet. All right, how many chains do we get? 4. That's on the low end, but we'll take it. Where are we headed? Here-ish. It's kind of hardcore after dying. That's true. It's pretty punishing. Used to be a call center agent for HB. How was that? I do cartography work now and repair stuff once a week. Are you enjoying that a lot more, Marky? That definitely sounds better than being at a call center. Mr. Snabs, up Scales? Good to see you, dude. Thanks for sharing those Discord messages earlier today. I got a good chuckle out of that. You may have a full head of hair, but it's still growing, or where it was in your youth. I do not think so. I used to have much longer hair, but I mean that was also like a bit of a choice. No problem, Chezzy. HP supports ass. Like your HP like printers and stuff, right? That sounds terrible. Trying to like taking calls to troubleshoot a printer. That sounds brutal. A little more in the ears and nose, but other than them receiving tablets, it's very thick on top. Nice. Oh, I definitely, T-Mac, I definitely feel the the hair in your ears and nose. I think it was like a year ago, and I was getting my hair cut, and my barber was like, he said something about like trimming my ear hair, and I was like, yeah. He was like, yep, that's you've gotten the age now where that's gonna happen, and I was mortified. Never say goodnight. Have fun. See you Sunday. Take care, Novice. Yeah, I'll see you Sunday. Make sure you get your rest. I know it's late for you. Yeah, I did email support for printers back when they still supported everything. Okay, gotcha. Oh, hello. Oh, that actually hurt. Don't do this. Speaking of Red Dwarf again, that's an episode where Dave Lister's pulling his nose hairs with tongs. Oh my god. Oh, so I actually looked up Red Dwarf. I think it was today. I literally Googled it today. So it's a sci-fi comedy. Did I read that right? And it has my boy McNulty from The Wire in it. I love that guy. Also, I learned that McNulty is British. Did not know that. Did not know he was a British actor. Got many compliments from clients during that time, though. Even asked me if I went to hotel school because of the way I dealt with them. Oh, interesting. But you were clearly very good at it then, Marky. Well, my portal's not here, is it? I think my portal's here. A lot of people don't know Hugh Laurie is British. I did know Hugh Laurie was British. I did know that one. A telecom company is one of the higher ups on the phone on Sunday and got compliments from the team lead when I came in the day after. Nice. You're clearly good at talking with people. There's a trilogy of Red Dwarf books, hilarious as well, but I'd say darker than the TV series. Dark. I do like dark. I won't lie. This crypt. I'll try and do that one next. Is my inventory gonna be able to handle all this stuff? Hard to say. I like making things work. Well, you know what? That's what makes you such a great moderator, too. What's like, Michael Burke? Good to see you. Welcome to stream, dude. Hope you're doing well. Just playing some Valheim, you know. Forever World, trying to collect all the stuff. Good night. I've been watching all your videos and got me tips. I'm playing with my girlfriend and she's not into RPG Survival, but she's doing a lot. Awesome. Hugs from Brazil. Yeah, I appreciate that. Sorry, your name's really long. Well, Del Texira? Probably butchered that, but thanks so much. Get your rest. Hopefully see you next time. Brazil. My mind is blown that there are stone portals and you can make it worth it. It's a huge game changer for sure. The problem is you can't get them until the Ashlands, so it's like super late game. But like I know like a lot of people will like sneak in the Ashlands early just to get the materials for stone portals. Just making the rest of the game earlier, or the rest of the game easier. So I'm not sure if we've done this one already, but we're gonna check it out. It's Wendell. Wendell, got you. Well, thanks for thanks for hanging out, Wendell. Get your rest. Can you raid some bigger poster chains? So fun. Maybe I will for fun. That's another good way to do it. It's the only way I get it from the. Is this a crypt? There's no way. I don't know if I've ever seen one like this before. What? That's awful. Best crypt of all time? Hold on. What about that? Got him. Let's bring this stuff back, I guess. Brutal crypt. I think we've looked at all the crypts now. Your inventory list to see another day, that's right. Being in the swamp gave me anxiety. I completely understand. It's a huge difficulty leap from the preceding biomes. Let's make sure we grab some of these while we're here. Music, one had one door and not much in the middle at all. Yeah, that's tough. I say I've never seen that before, but I've probably seen it a couple times before. But it's not very common. It cannot be very common. Definitely a rare occurrence. You need to make a mega base? You don't like my base? Isn't mega enough for you? But, I mean, we're eventually going to get to a point where, like... What else are we going to do besides building projects, you know? When we have everything. And Deep North still hasn't arrived. Where's Root go? Do I not have Root somewhere? Like, you cry when you see it? What? You don't like my base? I thought I had Root somewhere already. Maybe this is already part of... Oh, I do, yeah. The interior is nice. The outside is rough. That's fair. Showing a little base. We're also in the process. But yeah, I'll do a little. I'll do a little walk around here. I'll do a little walk around. I'll show a couple of our museums as well. Okay, so this is the main structure here. A couple walls for gardens. We'll do a little base tour. So where there's a baby onesie that has a "I have arrived" sign. That's so good. That's so good. Then this building this just basically contains all my miscellaneous workbenches and stuff. Have it in here. This monstrosity up the hill. You can walk through the back. So I'm building a museum on every biome. If you guys haven't, if you're new here, have not, or at least are new to the playthrough. And in the museum, I'm gonna store basically everything for the biome. And this was our first museum, so we've got all the all the meadows weapons on the wall, all the trophies, all the shields, all the armor sets, and it's also become a bit of a also all the foods. But it's become a bit of a storage area with different stuff for different biomes that I'm ultimately gonna put in my different museums. But let me show you a couple of the museums. Let's take a look at a couple of them. We've got some decent builds going on. You set my work background to a Valheim scene? I love that. I should do the same. Build skill progress tour. That's gonna be tough. By snaz only, you can really see the progress. True. That's honestly a good point. We have progressed with each museum over time. So let's go to the Elder. This one. Is it called the Elder? This one needs some work. This one definitely needs some work. Work well against the monster raids. My first raid. Raids are a bit of a pain, Wendell. So this is my Elder or Black Forest Museum. So we got a bunch of the weapons here, a bunch of the trophies. We're still missing a trophy. Greater Shaman, I think. Started putting some of the fish up. We haven't done the food yet. Armor sets. Although we started this before there was a bear set. So we definitely need to add the bear set. But what's cool about this one is it is below the Elder spawn, which is kind of cool. That's kind of the main feature of this one, is it's below the Elder. Now the next one, how long did all this take? We've been playing this playthrough for what, like 18 months now, probably? But I'm not sure how many like in-game hours it's been, but we're in the 400s of days in-game at this point. So 400 plus days. Let's go Bone Mass. This is Marky's favorite. I prefer my Mountain Museum, but Marky's a big fan of this one. A year, I think? Okay, more like a year. Somewhere between a year and 18 months. Yeah, so this is the lattice. We have all the Swamps trophies. Inside we have all the foods, we have the armor sets, green torches with Guk naturally. Shields, we don't have all the shields yet actually. Still need to finish some of the shields, I think. This is the best one though, you think so? And we got all the weapons in here, shields. We've got a balcony here that overlooks the Bowmass here. And then I think my favorite feature is probably the staircase that we have here coming into the place. We'll do a little walk around from outside. But it's not bad. The game updates like Ashlands and now the Far North. Do we need to create a new map? Wendell, no, you won't. So I mean, I think the devs always recommend basically you start a new save with every major patch. But you should be fine for the Deep North, presumably, as long as you're not like building in the far north of the map. Cause like the terrain that's currently up here is going to change. So if you build something here, there's a good chance it'll get destroyed. Cool ass base. It is cool. But like for me, I'm basically not exploring north of the equator here because I want to save the entire north of the map just in case they add something to a previous biome that I can't get without starting a new world. So short answer is you don't need to start a new world, but it probably is recommended. But you can probably make way. You can probably do okay without, as long as you don't mess with the far north of the map, basically. But yeah, this is it. It's a treehouse. I mean, the fact there's a treehouse is pretty cool, right? Definitely cool. And now, let's go to the mountains one. Mountains is my current favorite one. Big fan of it. It's also probably, it probably helps that it's the most complete, I think. But it's probably my favorite one. Awesome treehouse. Thank you, Samo. Appreciate it. Motor. He says, I'm utilizing the ability to change worlds. I like the flexibility. Yeah, I completely understand. That's what's cool. You can just, like, it's kind of cool how Valheim works, where it's like, it's really like your character, and you can take that character wherever you want. The treehouse is when I first started trying to build. It really is. Alright, so this is the mountains base. Oh my god. So we built a Christmas tree for the holidays. It's not perfect, but it did pretty well. We have this little area in here. This is, I mean, we built it right on motor spawn, which is an interesting choice. Let's see if I can get a good look from the outside. Is the best way outside for here? Probably. So on this wall. Alright, so you can see from the outside. I think it's pretty nice. I'm a big fan. Personally, I really like it. But let's take a look inside. I always wanted a tower. Does that block look messed up? That looks a little messed up, but you know what? We're not perfect. And here's the best part. Again, so to talk about, we have fish on display, we've got trinkets, we've got trophies, we've got weapons, we've got all the foods and stuff in here display, Christmas tree, trophies. Everything is on display. So this is our museum. The courtyard still needs some work. It probably does. Needs to be tidied up. Is it indeed the best one? I think so too, Wendell. And then we have this little tower. That's where we came in the portal, but you can climb to the top here. For a nice little view, you know. I can watch over my my kingdom, you know. Do you have one for the plains? Yes, we're gonna go there next. The plains one probably isn't 100% complete, but it's definitely getting close. Plains farm, what this one is called. Gotta have a castle in the mountains. Love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely do. Alright, so this is, again, a little bit work in progress. We do have a tame Lox in here. Loxanne. She's doing pretty well. But this is what it is so far. Maybe I can jump. Let's see if I can jump on the wall and do a little walk around outside first, and then we'll go inside. So it's on top of Yaglus Vegazir and like these stone rocks here. So it's built on top of those. We'll do a little walk around. You can see in the windows here. I think this one's pretty good. I still like the mountains the most, but I do like this one. Now let's take a little look inside. Like saying you don't have to put on the red light, 100%. Yeah, this inside. So we started putting down all the foods. I talked about the capes earlier, or I didn't talk about the capes, but I talked about how we have to do all the steel or the style variants. So we have all the linen cape variants, the Lox cape. All the trophies are on display here. We started putting up all the weapons, armor sets, and these are all the Black Metal Shield variants. And the reason we need the chain is for the tower shields, because the tower shields have each of these variants as well. So we need to make 7 black metal tower shields and upgrade them all. Walk the plains for berries? Do I need berries right now? Nice. I thought so. Kevin, you scared the crap out of me. But thank you. I've left my metaphorical berries all over Valheim. Okay. Wait, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like your seed? Have you searched every item in the game? Searched. What do you mean by searched? Like on the wiki? Basically, yes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if anyone knows Valheim better than me at this point, oh, there can't be many people. I'm sure there are, but I definitely know a lot about it. So you know you got it all? Yeah, so I've been working on basically making like a Google Doc that has everything in it that I consider part of the completions criteria. And then I want to populate that like Google Doc with everything once I'm done. To like actually know for sure that I'm actually completely done. You could do a new game plus rerun. I really do like the speedrunning stuff. I would like to try it again. John Valheim, that is what they call me. That's what they call me. I watched a British streamer speedrun the first 2 bosses. It was crazy. I believe it. Have you seen Thread Menace speedrun? Guy's a beast. Any progress in the Endear one yet, or saving for later? No progress yet. We've done a fair amount of Ashland's progress. We've done we've done quite a bit, but we haven't got that far yet. I'm gonna go to this swamp, but we will. John Valheim, PhD. Absolutely. That's what I aspire to be. Rezal. Is night fallen yet? It's gotta be close. What trophies are you missing? What trophies are we missing? We're not missing very many. We're not missing very many. I mean, Fader, we gotta beat the Ashland's boss. I don't think we have a Warlock. I don't think we have a Fallen Valkyrie yet. That might be it. That literally might be it. After first killing a boss, there's no reason to kill again. Many of your bosses are at the top of the spawns. There isn't really, unless you want an extra instance of the boss's trophy for like a decoration. There really isn't any reason, no. Ghost or Vile? I think we have Ghost. I think we also have Vile. Yeah, we have both, I think. Is it well tell time other than where the sun is in lighting? You can tell by the last save how many minutes ago it was. Is a way to tell what time it is. I think a full day-night cycle is 25 minutes. Is that right? And night is what, 10 minutes long? So I know it's and the game saves just at daybreak. Something like that. I don't know exactly what it works, but basically you can tell by the time the last save was. I just don't know what numbers you're looking for. Getting more chains? We're working on it. Yeah, it's about that. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I just heard the sound effect that it is now nighttime. Rest of timer is a good gauge. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Similar to Minecraft. Yeah. Maker raid time? We gotta find some wraiths. Any wraiths in the house? We're gonna hit some trees. I just heard one, I think. Look at that one. Look how high that is. I don't think that's the one I even heard, is it? Hold on. I don't think... Come to Papa. It's extra time if you sleep through the night. That's true. That's right. Yeah. I thought I heard one earlier, and I don't think it would have been that one. I thought that one was too high. I never even... Yeah, so someone said this in the stream the other day, and I don't think I ever made this connection, but the intent of wraiths is for them to spawn really high in the sky because they're designed in a way so they're supposed to come like directly down and surprise you from above, basically. So it's very common for them to be way up in the sky. So the way I've been drawing them out is I take out my axes and I just whack a tree because that makes a lot of noise in a really big radius around the player and will attract them to come down. So it's just easier than trying to spot them in the sky. I can lure them out basically by hitting a tree. Kind of figured they just spawned on me. It sure definitely seems like it. Because they basically just like lower themselves on top of your head. I just heard one. Yeah. See, like, we didn't see him at all. He was just chilling up there. Alright, it's a good start. 2 chains pretty quickly here. My god, did I just say 2 chains? I definitely did. I love the tip of holstering the hammer with the hammer. It's a really good tip. It's when I did like a top 50 greatest tips of all time video before. Where did I rank that one? Because that's like one of my favorite Valheim tips. Is the holstering with the hammer. Such a good one. Where are the zombies? Yeah, they've been hiding. I don't know. Why are you on the swamp so late in the game? What are you trying to do? I'm trying to collect as many chain as I can because I need to make a whole bunch of black metal shields, which requires chain. Oh, there's one. See, he just heard that, right? He's on his way over here. I get the chains from the raids it brings. See, I would love, at this point, I would really appreciate a ghost raid because I would get a ton of chain. The sad thing is I can't choose what raid I get. Thanks, Argy, for the jump scares. Yeah, it's all by design, baby. Since playing Valheim, I'm gonna let you taught me so much for running 500 hours. Nice, Russian. Frashin, okay. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'll shoot that shot. I actually just came from the video. I was like 30 out of 50. Oh, really? That's awesome. What on earth is that axe? It's from the Ashline, so it's a very late game axe. So you won't see that for a while if you're only early in the game. But it's very strong. It's arguably the best weapon in the game. Especially if you're going like 3 biomes back and just like dominating it. Very overpowered in this biome. Just frashing? Got it. I heard a wraith again, I think. Didn't I? I really thought I did. The new Steam console controller looks promising and affordable. Oh yeah, I have seen that. What's it called? Are they calling it like the Steam Box or something? You need to chill down your spine? I really do. Oh, there. I knew I heard somebody. Oh, was that a sneak attack? Might have been. The AI, the steam machine. Well, I mean, that's fitting, isn't it? Gabe, I like GameCube better, I think. The old GameCube. Steam machine. I really like GameCube though. That's really funny. Oh, Wendell, you saw it before me? Yeah, you were right. It was right behind me. Sometimes I get the streamer eyes, you know, and I miss stuff. But that's where a chat can save the day. How many do we have? 4? I thought we fought more than 4. The Valheim could probably run on a GameCube. It very well could. It's a very low requirement game. I knew I heard something. Oh, behind you, IRL? Oh, I see. What's up, Moon Shadow? Welcome to the stream. So what was our PB? I think it's still 6 chains, right, in one evening? Can we beat 6 chains? We're at 5. With the lower quality textures, the game still looks beautiful. I totally agree. It's I think it's the lighting for me. Lighting and other effects really make it. I totally agree with you, Mac. It's the lighting, I think it is for me. The lighting in the game just looks gorgeous, especially in the meadows. For me, this looks so nice. In a world where like every single game is Unreal Engine 5, it's nice to have something that looks distinct, you know? But it was 6, 7. It had to be someone, Fergus. Someone had to do it. Oh, I see one. That man. Oh, another one. Alright, that one already sees me. I need to get this one over here. Oh, Lord. Am I in trouble? Are we in trouble? Imagine if we died. Woo. Alright, I was nervous there for a second. Alright, I gotta get this other one. Wait. Oh, that was a close call. We're at 6. Come on, can we get 7? Can we get 7? Can we get 6, 7? Change the visual settings. She said she liked it, but it hurt her eyes. Ah, I see. The gameplay over visuals any day? 100%. 100%. That's how you know you're a true gamer. When it's not all about what a game looks like. I mean, hello. Domination. Go prep for dinner and then playing Valheim. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for all the great content, Snazzy. Very helpful learning. Appreciate it, T-Mac. Thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you later. No chain grabbed. You're right. Thank you. Where was that? Very good catch. Is this it here? Nice. Like what I just say about having streamer eyes and having chat having to save me. Nice. New PB? 7? New PB? 7 chain in one evening? Who knew we were gonna set new PB this evening? Sometimes bad visuals make for better gameplay. On occasion. On occasion. It can happen. It's been known to happen. Marking the shower in our BRB behave. I love that. In the first person. In third person, rather. Can't promise anything. Uh-oh. Oh, who destroyed my bench? Freaking rude. So, should we go, should we try going Mistlands for this day and see if we can find some chain in the Mistlands? Just shake things up a bit. It's like PS2 graphics to give me a sense of nostalgia. I could agree with that. Kevin, I'm gonna dump some stuff on you. I apologize. Alright, where do we have a portal to Mistlands? I should probably grab a Wisp Light then. And I should probably wear armor. Wisp Light. Let's try, should we try a new trinket? We've been using the same trinket for ages. Let's do shackle. Since we're using something that gives us slash damage. Yeah, Mistlands Portal. Where can we go for Mistland stuff? I think I have, what is it, Misty? Misty? Yeah, let's go to Misty. And we'll be able to get some of our sap, which we need to be stocking up on. We haven't picked up any sap, like, at all. Damn, you're so organized, Mark. All your dungeons don't even have labeled chests. Oh, man. You calling me organized? That's wild. There's definitely people a lot more organized than me, but I'll take it when I can get it. So, we're saying this should have a chain, then. Is that what we're saying? If I break this? Is this a chain down here? Was I scammed? I got copper scrap. Have I been lied to? Give 20% faders health down with the linger stamina. Yeah, shackle's great. Have I been lied to, chat? Is it like a chance? Without labels would be tough. I thought it was the cranes that gave me chain. Don't let me bring up the wiki. I'll do it. Oh, Lord. I'm not afraid to do them. Sometimes you gotta send a message. Ugh. I'm looking for chain still. I've been told I can get chain from why is this not yellow damage? There we go. I've been told I can get chain from Devagar camps or something. Chains are dropped by Devagar lantern pole and Devagar lantern. Oh, okay, so it's not the cranes. Alright, where are the ticks? Didn't it drop ticks? Maybe it didn't. So there's Devagar over here. Do I need to terrorize them? Just the lanterns, okay. The Mistland soundtrack goes so hard too, by the way. Might be one of my favorites. Hook and chain, but you have to deconstruct. Huh. Do I have enough wood for a bench? I can get enough wood for a bench. I will try that as well. I'm willing to try it all. Dwarf over here. Feels weird being here without a feather cape. Might be a mistake. Okay, I've been here before. Okay, over here. I would do Kung Fu on Mount Fuji when listening to the Mistland soundtrack 10 out of 10. I'm with you, I can't disagree with that. Where am I trying to get to? Here. Okay, what do these guys have for me? So we're saying if I deconstruct that, I can get some. But also the lanterns. There's so many Devagar here. Should I take them on? There's so many here, dude. Should I fight them? I'm probably gonna need to fight them. Is there still a ward up? Yeah, let's see, there's still a ward up. Fight? Sundance says fight. I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna do this first. Wait, should I target the healer first? Don't fight. All right, I took out the healer. They don't stand a chance now. I'm winning. They don't stand a goddamn chance. Oh, you gotta go. All right, this is going fine. This is easy. Did we kill them all already? No way, right? There must be more. Blood for blood? I just woke up today and chose violence. Give me all this stuff. You'll regret this. Oh, there's... Oh, you gotta go. Oh. Okay, that was sketchy. Especially since I'm stuck. Alright, everything's fine. I didn't see that 1-star mage, dude. Weapon's crazy cool. It's very, very good. Very, very good. Alright, so where can we get chains? Potentially these lanterns? No, not these lanterns. These are like, I can pick these up, right? Yeah, that's not... Oh, I've never picked that up before. Huh. So much for completion. I never even picked that up. Okay, so if I deconstruct this, I can get a chain from it. I just need to destroy this first. Okay. So let's see. So you can't deconstruct that. I mean, that make... I guess why did I think I could deconstruct this? It's not... I didn't build it. The durability is something to be desired. I totally agree with that. Durability sucks. So, I obviously can't deconstruct this. Oh, look, a chain. There you go. So it is possible. I guess it's just a chance. You just gotta destroy it. Found by deconstructing hooks and chains in Dvager harbors and Dvager extraction sites. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I guess like deconstructing is a... Does it give any kind of like percent chance? I guess it's like not 100%. It must just be a smaller chance than 100%, I guess. Didn't see a chance. Weird. Maybe there's just something like, because the other one was in like a hole in the ground, maybe it just like despawned accidentally or something. Some weirdness happened there. Yeah, deconstructing, breaking, it all seems, the result seems the same to me. Bug for the spawn, yeah. It's probably meant to spawn. I'm guessing this is... So, I wonder if there's anywhere in here that we can get chain? Hello? Is there anything here to destroy that would give me chain? Like that? That will probably give me chain, right? There's definitely been a fight in here in the past, right? Because there's no stair anymore. I might kill this guy. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Okay, so if I shoot this, maybe I get a chain, or if or maybe I'll miss. Surtling core, no chain. How about this one? These shots are hard. Frost cave chest? Really? Did that fall? That give me nothing this time? Dude, scammed. I don't know if it I'll go check this one out. I don't think the mistlands are the place for chains, gang. This is tough out here. It is a shame that we have to wait for night, basically, to fight Wraith. Otherwise, we could be farming it all the time. I found chainmills in the swamp. Yeah, definitely seems like the best spot. Makes sense. That's where it first gets introduced. Yeah. I don't really want to fight all these guys. I don't think there's anything here that has chain anyways. I don't think so. We out. The wiki said it drops from Dvegr Lantern Pole and Dvegr Wall Lantern. Found in the camps, not in the fortress. Found the camps, okay. Let's check this out. We gotta do this for science, you know? Don't really want to fight that. If I can avoid it. Oh. Oh, I'm never getting it up this. Not a chance, right? Okay, that's not the way. I guess we gotta go towards the yawl. This biome is tough without a feather cape, isn't it? You just take like little falls here and there, but they all add up. He sounds like he's fighting something. Or I'm like right up near him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feather cape plus life with me is so much more enjoyable. Yeah, it totally is. Okay, that can give me a chain. And that might be literally it. Can we just like, can I just destroy this and like no one will ever know? So that didn't give me a chain, right? It must just be a chance. It must be like either you get copper scrap or you get a chain. I didn't get any that time. What about like, what if I destroy this? Are you guys mad at me? You're not mad at me, right? Huh. Oh, I guess the ward here is destroyed, is it? It must be. Yeah, there's no ward. I can't destroy these, can I? No. I think we get out of here. Can't snap pics in chat from wiki, but the ones in the wiki aren't found in the towers. Okay, there isn't a chance of smashing any other structures, are there? I don't know. Like I can, hello. Like I can destroy some of these walls. I think all these give me is wood and copper though. So I don't think it's a great spot for mining, unfortunately. Yeah, go ahead and break my stuff. I don't have my little protection totem. Yeah, seriously. I'm guessing we must have destroyed that at some other time. Because we've already basically fully explored this little mistlands here. Pretty thoroughly. I might as well grab the sat while I'm on my way out. 9 already. It must be getting close to nighttime. Well, 6 minutes ago. So we're 4 minutes away from night, about. Double checking there's nothing in the hole. Well, you know what? One chain is better than nothing. Wait, what about this? Am I missing this? Copper, scrap. I'm gonna store them all just in case. Copper, scrap. Is there no like chains in here, is there? That'd be so cool. How am I missing this point blank? Yeah, there's gonna be copper scrap. Have you ever made a sundial? I've not. You should definitely check out Creative Bananas video on sundials if you haven't seen that already. Holy moly. He does like every level of sundial, from like a tiny one to an absolute crazy one. Very, very cool video. He's one of the best in the business when it comes to videos, especially build videos. Already have? Nice. Yeah, really good video. All right. Ooh. We're getting an upgrade. His one base in each biome video blew my mind. Yeah, that's a cool one. Actually, I'm wondering if I've even seen that one. Come to think of it. I might have not actually seen that one. I've seen most of his videos, though. All right, let's see how quickly I can mess with Kevin's organization. That's all food. Wait, what's Missland? Is that Missland's food? It is. I'm gonna dump some stuff in here. Oh, I'm a monster. It's coming along. It's gonna be glorious. Might as well smell some of this ore, I guess. Did you get an intern? That's just Kevin. He's one of the moderators on the channel. Help me do some organizing, which I very much appreciate. Choose my base after 1,000 hours of streaming in the title. Yeah, definitely will. I've seen the video. I'm just not sure if I watched it. A co-op snazzy gameplay. Love it. Yeah, what's up, Ryan? Also, hope you found the work-life balance to keep streaming and posting because your audience loves you. Appreciate it, Ryan. Life comes first. 100%. Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, I had to take a step back from streaming there for a while, but we're still trying to get back to where we once were. In due time. The best community out there. You got that right. Oh, these are already full. What am I gonna do with these lanterns? You know? Just walk around with them. Looking tough. Kevin the Intern is definitely his new title. Absolute term of endearment. Oh, I need food. I have no food on me. It's nighttime. You know what that means? Oh, this just goes on my hip like this? I like that. Wait, does that stay lit on my hip? Like lights my way? Oh, that's actually cool. I had no idea this would be in my hip like this. Our cool decoration, other than the same, especially the motion of the missiles. Yeah, I can see that. Chains come from deconstructing hooking chains and missiles. Smashing should do the same though. I'm not sure why it would be a percentage drop. It seems that way. Sending a blue dress for Kevin. Is there meals? Yes. That should be good. Let's go hunt some Wraith, ladies and gentlemen. One for clears miss? Yeah, I don't know. So how did I do that? I was holding it. And what? Did I sheath it? No. So I'm holding it, and then I switched to something else? No. How did I even do that? I felt like I was running with it for a while, and suddenly it ended up on my hip. Did it switch to another weapon? No. Press R? Oh. And that's how, I guess that's how you put anything on your hip. I guess I kind of forgot that R was a sheathing, because I always just switch to my hammer, which skips the sheathing animation, right? Right. Oh, but when I take out a weapon, it puts it away. So I can't keep it on me and, like, run around with a weapon, right? Damn. Sad. Oops. Love for the follows Twitch Prime? Wait, did we get... Hold on, let me look. I'm confused. Yeah, use your Twitch Prime on us, chat. Make sure you use your Twitch Prime. If you got them. Woo! Think there are any... Early in the stream, I don't think there are many who know more about Valheim. I did say those words and then immediately found out new things. Not a good look. Look at this guy. So the problem is, the sad part is that I put this away the second I use my weapon, which is sad. Ooh. Like the goddamn stream. Yeah, make sure you like the stream, you hooligans. Thanks for the sub on YouTube, Tristo. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you sub on the YouTube's Twitch on the Twitch. Follow on the Twitch. Use the Twitch Primes, all the good stuff. Boom. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch. I'm Frashin. Thank you. Or don't, but it'd be cooler if you did. It'd be cooler if you did. What is that from? Is that a movie? Be cooler if you did. I think it's a movie, right? The Elder, because I don't... Yeah, it's definitely a movie. I just can't think of the movie. I'm trouble with the Elder because I don't want to use the bow unless it's for hunting deer. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. It's definitely a fight that's a lot easier with the bow. What is my advice? What is my advice for if you don't want to use a bow? If you don't want to use the bow, you really need to learn parry timing or dodge timing. And get up close and then parry his attacks or dodge his attacks. Otherwise, you're gonna have a tough time, I think. Which takes some time. Dazed and Confused. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that movie. But I know of the movie. Matthew McConaughey. And beyond that, I actually don't know. I heard one. Hello there. Alright, alright, alright. But you know the... Yeah, exactly. I know the meme. I know the memes. I've never seen the movie. Weird how the world works. Oh, the swamp. We out here. We out here, Ultra. Yes, sir. We're looking for Wraith because we need all the chain. Block's still only 26. I block all the time. What's chain for? I need to make all the black metal shield variants, which each require a bunch of chain. So that's why. Working on the chain, grind, that's right. That's what I do. Memes are the DNA for the soul. They have become memes. I remember after I graduated high school, one of my friends went to university in a different province. So, and then he came back the next summer, like the first summer after high school, he came back. So this was like 2012 probably. And he came back and we were like, all of our friends got together from high school, and he was like, hey, you guys heard of these things called memes? So have you guys heard of memes? It was literally like when memes were starting. And at the time, it was like basically there was like a close-knit, I don't know, group or a page or whatever where these memes were shared at his university. So that was like, yeah, the beginning of memes. I was there. I remember. Chains, we need chains. We do need chains. And they're hard to come by. From the times memes had a black background and a white border. Yes, dude, that's what I remember. Memes never forget. Yeah. God. Memes have come a long way. Do not cite the old magic to me. I was there. Millions of years ago. What's the Bane quote? Something about being molded in it? I was born in it, molded in it. God, I wish I could recall stuff like that better. My God. I always like half remember things. I never fully remember anything. Why you know? What's up, Frashin? The darkness. Yes, he was molded in it. Oh, so I was here before memes. Heck yeah. You adopted the dark. I was born into it. Got it. Yeah. Brother, this water. I heard one. No, I heard a wraith, I think. Or I heard a jogger, not a wraith. All right, this evening has not been fruitful. Has not been fruitful so far. The wraith have been scarce. How do you deal with a ranged magic attack? From what? What's like from like a feeling shaman? Oh, I see one. I see one. There's not a lot of ranged magic attacks in the game, are there? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I should have 3. I have 3. Well, Froby Kenobi, good to see you. Oh, we're in Twitch chat. Good to see you. Yeah, I randomly streaming on a Wednesday. Back in the day, we used to stream every Wednesday until I had to take a step back from my streaming schedule. But we're back. We'll try and do as many. We'll see how many Wednesday streams we get. I don't know if I'm quite ready to commit to like regular Wednesday streams yet, but I'm hoping to make it come back. Chains, or the Happy Tree friends, or the Happy Tree's friends into theme. Badger, what's going on? What's going on? Range magic attack from a warlock? Yeah, I guess from like oh, there's a boat. I should probably. Oh, I do have the boat mark. Good. Intro theme. Ah, I see. Oh, the elder does. Oh, when he attack. So what you want to do is you want to put. You know how the boss fight? There's 4 pillars in the arena. If you put that pillar between you and his attack, it won't hit you. You can safely hide behind it. That'll save you from that attack from the elder. Your game still shows echoes from the early. Oh no! Hold on, I should fix that. Wait, I can't pause the game. I can't pause the game like I normally do. 1 second. I should probably get in the right category, huh? Okay, let's fix that. Edit stream info. Valheim. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. Fixed it. How's your interview, by the way? I missed it. It was good. It actually was really good. The devs are really nice. They seem really passionate about the game. I would say the game is, in my opinion, the game is not ready to play right now, to be completely honest. It's released in early access yesterday. It needs a little bit more time to cook. It's got some like pretty glaring issues in my opinion. And that's basically when I first played the game. They originally planned to release it in December. That's basically what I said. I was like, it's not ready, and they really took that to heart. And they went back and like did some stuff, but I still don't think it's quite ready. But it's getting there. It's getting there, and I like the concept. It just needs a bit more time to cook. Working on the Missile Museum. We actually haven't got there yet. We're just about finished the planes one. We need a whole bunch of chain to be able to finish the planes museum, because we need to make a whole bunch of the Black Forest trophies. So that's what we're working on right now, trying to collect the chain so that we can finish the planes museum and then start working on the missiles one. Very much in the early access phase, 100%, yeah. Trust the process, exactly. Yeah, I'm hoping. I hope it does come together. And I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on the game and its development, because I genuinely like the guys. Like, I mean, for those who were there, like I think the guys seem pretty genuine and like good guys and like really interested in putting together good games. So I'm hoping it works out for them. I shouldn't be wearing this. Like, we talked about the lighting in this game earlier. Just like chef's kiss. Gorgeous game. I'm all on YouTube and Twitch, goddamn. Yeah, I want everyone in YouTube and Twitch watching the live stream, plus on a third monitor re-watching the interview all at the same time. Is there a trick to find Haldor? I've sailed and checked about 7 Black Forest biomes. I can't find the dude. There really isn't. I mean, what I can suggest is like you can look up a seed reader, like it's on the seed map tool, and like find it that way. Beyond that, it's just like, for me, it's like sailing along the coast of Black Forest is probably the best way to do it. Wait, and on your phone, no view botting. Bot away, baby. Fellow Merv, what's up? What's up, fellow Merv? Good to see you. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Got another couple. Yeah, get all your alt counts up. I guess this would be what, equipment? So much crap. I don't know what to do with. This place is looking much better. Raw meat. The fact that we're using black metal is pretty big now. Smith's Lands. Oh, raw meat 2. Okay, there's a lot of raw meat. Raw meat 4? Raw meat 3. Nice. Ashland drops. I can put this in here. What am I gonna do with this trophy? Bought away, says Jones Gaming 2026. I said no such thing. Check out the Ground 2 update yet? I have not. I've not. Is so like, what's the TLDR, Murph? What did they add? Is it like a new biome? Is it of that caliber of new content? Or is it, yeah, like what are we talking? What's new in the update? Oh, this is so much. Did Kevin clean this up too? I'm not sure. Discuss the teasers from iGate. We did a little bit, Ryan. Yeah, we did talk about it a little bit. But I'm down to I don't know, hear your thoughts on it and ask and respond to any questions if you got them. The fridge? What's this fridge? So my gadgets. Let's get the viewer count to 200. Let's get, yeah, get all the gadgets going. Really bump the numbers up. Lots of new content, more story, more bombs, way more bugs. Go up there for sure. Nice. This is probably the what? This must be the biggest update since the launch of it of Grounded 2 now. I really like Granite 2. And still do. I still think, I still think Grounded 1 is still the better experience to play because it's finished. But I think Grounded 2 is great. I don't think Deep North will be 1.0. You don't think so? I think it will. Me and my cousins are playing together, but we were stuck in the swamp debating if we should fight Bomas or not. Any tips on what armor? To fight Bomas, you want to use a mace, iron mace, ideally for a weapon. For armor, I'd probably go iron helmet. I would go root chest, and then whatever pants you prefer. Really, after that, I guess iron for the most protection. And then you need your poison mead for sure. Always have a hoe to level the terrain. All that good stuff. Tons of new building things, new weapons, armor. Biggest update for sure. Nice. I'll definitely check it out. Sundays are booming. Wednesdays are tough because they aren't in rotation. Don't get pushed. Yeah, definitely. Streams definitely, they definitely benefit from being consistent. So like always showing up at the same time, every week, really helps a lot. But yeah, hopefully that helps, Natarin. First time chatter over Twitch chat. So what's the best place for me to get? Is there any swamp that we have that's not explored? Oh, there's this swamp here. Do I have a portal over here at all? I don't think we do. You know what we could do? What if we... we could go explore this swamp. That's not super far away. We do have a boat down here already. We probably want a portal, though. Do I have enough mats for a portal? If I do, I'll probably go sail over there. And we're going to call it Swampy. And... what do I need for a portal? 20 fine wood? 10 great... oh my god, do I not have 10 greater fies? I can find greater fies, though. Thank you. Kevin to the rescue. Let's go. My hero. For these back in here. Okay. We'll get the wood. Okay, so Swampy is what we're gonna name this and come back. That's the plan. Yeah, poison meads. If you get access, frost arrows are really good if you get them early. Yeah, because Bowmass is weak to blunt and frost. I haven't done the. Is the least pleasant time in Valheim I've ever had? Oh, really? Why is that? Oh, the least pleasant. The least pleasant. Why is that? Why was it so bad? Holy, Volrus at the 10 gifted memberships. Holy smokes. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it, Volrus. Volrus, you are quickly climbing the ranks to become one of the most, what's the word? The biggest gifter. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. I do need to, hold on. I need to do this for a second. We don't need to hear the sound effect 10 times. I really need to figure that out. Yeah, who do we get? We got Maverick, we got Tano, we got Eli, we got the Drunken, we got Sneethy, we got Emmy, we got Mendoza, we got John, we got Josh, we got Stargazer. Congrats, everybody. Thanks so much. There are ranks? Tell me more. Ranks. What'd I miss? Drandus, gratuitous, biggest dingus. I think prolific. Prolific was the word I was trying to get. Voros is quickly becoming one of the most prolific gifters in the channel. So we appreciate him. Thank you. Sneedy in the house, let's go. It's always nice when someone is in the chat who gets it. John Valheim got a membership. Is there someone named John Valheim? There's a couple Johns. Biggest dingus. I mean, that makes sense. It's a good name. All right, let's see if we can actually get this boat out of here, dude. Can I be Supreme Chieftain? I like that. We gotta come up with some kind of name for you, Sundance, related to your voice acting. I'm a really big fan of that. Maybe Supreme Chieftain works. I'll toss in Supreme Chieftain every now and then. Now, are we gonna be able to sail through here? The Drunken one's here as well. Heck yeah. Congrats, Junkin. That was our boy Valros. We really appreciate when people are here to say thanks. I do really appreciate that. By the way, I found like 20-ish chains going through the boxes. Are you serious? There's no way. I just had 20 random chains all over the place. I mean that's about on brand, isn't it? All right, can we get out of here? We thinking pre or post April for 1.0? I would lean post April, but I really don't know. I really am scared because my wife has just like booked our vacation for this spring, and like knowing my luck, Valheim 1.0 will drop while I'm on vacation. I'd be so freaking sad. Like literally, my sadness would be immeasurable. So I'm hoping post April. That's why you need a sorting system. I think what I need to do more of is have like a chest that I dump stuff into when I'm like going in back from adventuring, and then doing my sorting after. Like trying to do the sorting while I'm going back and forth from adventuring is not the play. Pack your PC. I'm sure you'll understand. I might have to. I'm scared to death. All right, I think I can turn the YouTube alerts back on now. Oh no, it's still going. They're still going. How long does it take for 10 of these? Oh, did we catch the last one? I think we did. Nice. Have you yet to take a Scorched Fortress? I want gem weapons, said Panda. I have, yes, I have. Oh, you have yet to. I see. Yeah, it's and the thing is, you can get really unlucky and not get the gem you want too. Unfortunately, it's not guaranteed the gem you're gonna get. Unfortunately, that's something to consider. Solo playing is a thorny path. It is, for sure. Game needs a Grayling boss? Yeah, where's the Grayling boss? Or just like, the game just has like a really small chance of for when a Grayling spawns, it becomes like mega sized. Are we gonna pick this up and carry it? I feel like I can destroy this pretty quick with these. It has to be 15 feet tall. Basically the height of the Elder, the Gray Leader. I like it. Did I get on my boat mats? I need a bit of wood here, actually. That's what you want. Sounds like someone needs a Steam Deck. Yeah, check out the Discord for sure. If you want to share like images or links and stuff, the Discord is definitely the best spot. Best spot for that. You should email Coffee and tell them to delay the release after your vacation. I'm honestly considering seeing if I can reach out to them and see if they would ever consider like letting me sign an NDA so I can know when it's coming out, so I can like properly prepare for. If you guys haven't seen one of these, by the way, these are pretty cool. These are new. So I can actually properly prepare for the release and stuff and cover it properly. So I may yet do that, but I don't even know if they would let me. And thing is, at this point, I'm not even sure if they know when it's going to release yet. They may not even know. Thanks for all the tips and tricks you shared online. With this game, really do learn something new every day. Appreciate it, Bryler. Thanks so much, man. Oh yeah, I take it seriously. Like, if I know when the game is coming out, I plan on taking like a week vacation to cover the game for when 1.0 comes out. I'm not messing around. I die quick, but can you make an Ashland skeleton greeting farm? That's an interesting idea. All right, I gotta jump over this. Let's hear it, Ryan. I'm always open for ideas. Is it almost night? It's almost to the point where I can just... Get off me. Get off me, boy. Alright, he's got reinforcements. So let's see. I don't. It's not a huge swamp. I wonder if there's any sunken grips here or not. Do I have the key with me? I do. Okay. What's up, brother? Gun plays perfect on my Steam Deck, and it's great for vacation travel. Oh, so sorry, I didn't pick up on that's what I didn't pick up on that being your suggestion for Valheim, a Steam Deck. That's actually a good idea. That's and then that's another like beauty of Valheim performing so well. So like it actually runs on a Steam Deck. That's not the case for a lot of games. Alright, we got a couple sunken crypts here. That's good. How close to night is it? I'm not PCA only deck. Oh, really? Interesting. Swampy. I think it's almost night here, right? Should we just stay outside? Yeah, it's about to be night. We'll stay outside here. And we'll hunt Wraith. Oh, is this like a really small swamp? Does it only go like to here? Did you just kill the Abomination 3 hits? I did. I did. It was a sneak attack, and this weapon is really strong. So those two things combined, we absolutely rocked them. Oh, I realize I can just jump up on this? This must be like a low platform. Super excited for the Steam Machine. Yeah, we were actually talking about that on stream a little bit earlier. Yeah, I hope it really works well and it's like reasonably priced. It's so hard for like hardware to be priced. GameCube, yeah. Sorry, my bad, GameCube. It's so hard for like hardware to be priced reasonably these days with such a demand on AI for all the like for GPUs and RAM and stuff. And I'm hoping that doesn't hurt the Steam the GameCube too much from its release. But it might. Oh, we got... So can we actually get chests or actually get chains inside these chests? I don't know if I've actually seen it. At least not in a while. Give me chain. Oh, yes, we got one. We're the best. Hell yeah. Oh, I gotta put my circlet back on 100%. Any Wraith in the house? You thought right, Skills. You thought right. I was thinking maybe it was just the chests inside crypts, but we proved that not to be the case. The sooner the bubble burst, the better. I 100% agree. It's inevitable. I'm kind of like, I'm of the opinion that AI is definitely here to stay and is the future, but at the same time, I think it's also a bubble at the moment from like an investment perspective. Because some people are like, oh, it can't be a bubble, like AI is the future. I think both can be true. It is both a bubble, but it is also the future. The broom surprisingly gets me tons of chain. Might just be my seed. The broom? Like faster? What's with all the elites? A video about how to get resources without boss kills? Oh, okay. Like a way to... Yeah, okay. I can kind of see that. Like, here's all the way to get resources that are otherwise restricted by boss kills. That's kind of neat. There's probably an angle there. I like that idea. Using trolls, the iron gates, even going to Ashlands on the boat. Yeah, I'd say that's a good idea. I'd say there's a way I can frame that into a video for sure. So this is a tiny little swamp, as it turns out. And the Wraith are elusive. Oh, as I say, the Wraith are elusive. Look at this. Give me that sweet chain. Come at me, bro. This ain't a chance. Good spot for fishing, though. Sparky wants us fish so bad. The thing is, we do need to fish at some point, though. We do need to fish. Best spot for Sandy for fishing is by the Bogwitch currently. You think so? Is that another A-bomb right there? Oh, yeah, that's oh, that's a Wraith. Hello. Yeah, it is annoying when there's so many biomes in close proximity. So like the you're not getting the right fish half the time. That is pretty annoying. It's more clear cut the biome you're in. Swampy. The swamp canal there, true. Good point. Because we were struggling that other line to fish big time. I heard one. I heard one. I heard one. I know I did. Where is he? I know I heard one. Come out. I heard it again. Is anyone else hearing it? It's just me. We've definitely not watched Naz grind enough already. Yeah, there's more grinding to come, I promise. Yeah, I swear I'm hearing one. What gives here? But I mean, it should have shown itself. Maybe I am hearing stuff. But your informative videos are great, and it's great to pass on the info to the next gen player. Appreciate it, Ryan. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, I'm trying to see it. Looking up. I guess I'm hearing stuff. I really did think I heard one though. Also, the blue like haze coming off the axes can be disorienting. God, a lot of abominations though. Have you ever melee killed a bird? The other day I just landed a punt. I don't think I have, Tyler. I think I've like hit them with a spear, maybe like a spear toss. Probably the closest I've ever been. I can't say I've ever like tried very often though. It is definitely hard to do. They tend not to stick around, you know, when you get too close. Come hither. Only 3 chain, kind of rough. That's a rough evening. I swear I'm hearing one. I swear I just heard one. I think I'm losing it. I think when I go and try and sleep tonight, I'm gonna hear Wraith while I'm trying to sleep. And it's gonna all be in my head. As pure aesthetic, you get, or you get a certain buff. There is a buff. What is the buff? I think you get an increase to your fishing skill by wearing the hat. Okay, I heard one. I knew it. But there is a buff. I can't remember exactly what it is. Graf, what makes you suggest June, July? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Yeah, I'm curious what's your rationale for suggesting June, July? Plus 20 for fishing hat? Nice. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I thought it was like plus 10 or something, but plus 20 even better. Midsummer, maybe? Maybe so. I'm talking instead of God spawning it? That's true. Come on, give me some more chain, please. Oh, that's you. Okay, it's Fergus. Gotcha. Okay. Fergus, you were not joking about being on both platforms. I think maybe. Oh, there's one. I think maybe the joggers sound like Wraith on occasion. Dude, oh, it's gonna. The sun's gonna rise. The sun's gonna rise. We got to hit this. Oh, I hit it. I hit it. Beyond that tree. I'm gonna get eaten alive here. Insane shot. Thank you, thank you. Now, the thing is, can I find that chain? I think that's it right there. Let's go. Also about the PS release suggested summer that I misremembering. Did it suggest summer? I can't remember. Maybe it did. All I know is that it for sure said 2026 for a PlayStation release at least. And we are I'm still kind of under the assumption that the PlayStation release will either coincide with 1.0 release or will come after 1.0. And all they said is 2026 as far as I know. That's all we know. Isn't kind of early access like full games? Yeah, that's exactly why I think they're going to coincide with each other. Oh, howdy. Oh, Kevin's using auto store, which should definitely help. I see, I see. I'm gonna dump. Should I dump things in here, or should I throw them on the ground? Almost being defiled? No, it's getting better. I'm gonna throw stuff to you. On this. All right, that should be good. I need to repair this. But I may need to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. I am pretty sleepy, and I have to go in early to work tomorrow, so I may call it there. Get some sleep, ladies and gentlemen. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with the Lork Games, the Echoes of Elysium developers. If you haven't checked it out already, make sure you check the link out in the video description. The stream description. Hit !! Elysium if you want to check it out on Steam. Definitely check it out. Beyond that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back continuing this playthrough on Sunday, so hopefully I will see you there. No, it's all good, Kevin. It's all good. You did help a lot. I'll just clean it up sometime between now and Sunday. You've done a lot of help. But yeah, take care, everyone. I will see you guys on Sunday. I'll see you later.